Be prepared. What you're feeling right now isn't random. That pull, that strange sense that something big is about to shift. It's real. In just 48 hours, Venus will align exactly with the North Node in Pisces, creating a karmic portal that only appears once every 18 months. And this one? It's going to change everything. This isn't just another astrological event. This is destiny knocking on your door, demanding to be let in. The universe is about to orchestrate a series of events that will either push you toward your highest timeline or keep you locked in old patterns that no longer serve you. And if you've been feeling a strange sense of déjà vu lately, or finding yourself drawn to people from your past without understanding why, keep watching. Because there's one specific reason why this is happening to you right now, and I'll explain it later in this video, so stay tuned. But first, you need to understand why April 3rd is so crucial. Because ignoring this energy isn't just missing an opportunity, it could be the biggest mistake you make this year. For the next 48 hours, we're in a preparation phase. The energies are already building, already shifting, already rewiring the fabric of your reality, even if you can't fully see it yet. This is the calm before the storm. But make no mistake, this storm isn't about destruction. It's about clearance. It's about making space for what's meant to come next. You're standing at the edge of a massive shift that most people won't even notice until it's too late. But you're going to be ready. Keep watching, because the signs, you're already seeing them. You just don't know it yet. The Venus retrograde is no accident. For weeks now, Venus has been moving backward, stirring up the past, bringing old wounds to the surface, revealing what's been hiding in the shadows of your heart. But this wasn't just some cosmic accident. It was preparation, setting the stage for what happens on April 3rd. When Venus crosses the North Node while still in retrograde, it creates something rare, a karmic triple point. Past, present, and future all collide at once. The North Node represents your destiny, the path your soul is meant to walk in this lifetime. Venus represents your deepest values, what you love, what you're drawn to. And when these two forces meet, while Venus is moving backward, that's when the veils between timelines thin. That's when you can suddenly see patterns you've been repeating for lifetimes. That's when you might find yourself face to face with people you've known before, in this life or others. And if you've noticed old relationships suddenly resurfacing, or found yourself thinking about someone from your past without any obvious trigger, that's not coincidence. That's cosmic orchestration. The universe is bringing these connections back into your awareness for a reason. The question is, will you recognize why they're appearing now? Strange dreams are messages from beyond time. Your subconscious already knows what's coming. That's why your dreams have been getting more vivid, more strange, more emotionally charged. Your sleeping mind is picking up frequencies your waking mind can't yet process. You might find yourself dreaming of people you haven't seen in years, places that feel familiar, even though you've never been there in this life, situations that leave you waking up with your heart racing, feeling like you've just received a message you can't quite remember, but know is important. Pay attention to these dreams, especially on April 2nd, the night before the alignment. The veil will be at its thinnest then. What comes through in your dreams that night isn't random, it's guidance. It's your higher self trying to communicate what you need to know before the portal fully opens. Some people will dream of water, oceans, rivers, rain. That's the Pisces energy washing through, dissolving boundaries, connecting you to the collective unconscious. Others might dream of doors, gateways, or paths dividing in two directions. These aren't just symbols, they're literal depictions of the choice point you're approaching. Write these dreams down. Their meaning might not be clear immediately, but when April 3rd arrives, the pieces will start to fall into place. Because what happens next, that's going to shake everything you thought you knew about your path. Your body already knows something's coming. Haven't you noticed it? The way your energy has been fluctuating wildly these past few days? The sudden exhaustion that hits for no reason, followed by bursts of inspiration that seem to come from nowhere. Your body is sensitive to cosmic shifts, long before your mind can comprehend them. And right now, your nervous system is adjusting to the incoming frequencies that this Venus North Node alignment is about to unleash. You might be experiencing unusual sensations, pressure in your chest or throat, tingling in your hands, a heaviness behind your eyes. Your heart chakra, the energy center that Venus rules, is being activated, prepared, expanded. Some people report feeling their heartbeat become more noticeable, almost as if it's beating in a slightly different rhythm. These aren't medical issues, though always check with a doctor if you're concerned. These are energetic adjustments. Your body is literally rewiring itself to be able to receive the downloads that are coming. Because the truth is, most people's systems aren't prepared to handle the level of awareness this portal is about to bring. But your body has been getting ready, whether you've been conscious of it or not. And that strange pulling sensation you might be feeling in your solar plexus, that's your intuition, trying to guide you toward what's aligned and away from what isn't. Trust it. Your body knows what your mind is still trying to figure out. You'll experience timeline, bleed through. This is where things get strange. In the 24 hours leading up to April 3rd, you might start experiencing what I call timeline bleed through. Moments where reality feels slightly off, like you've stepped into a different version of your life for just a second. Maybe you'll catch yourself saying something and feeling like you've said it before in exactly the same way. Maybe you'll walk into a room and for a split second, it looks different. Objects seem moved. Colors seem changed. Maybe you'll look at someone you know well and briefly see them as a stranger, or look at a stranger and feel like you've known them forever. This isn't your imagination. This is the multiverse thinning. The Venus North Node alignment in dreamy, boundary-dissolving Pisces is allowing you to glimpse the different versions of reality that exist alongside this one. The paths you could have taken. The ones you still might take. Some people will dismiss these experiences, try to rationalize them away, but the ones who pay attention, they're the ones who will be able to consciously choose which timeline they step into when the portal fully opens on April 3rd. Because once that happens, the timeline you've been on starts to dissolve, and the new one begins to crystallize around you. Which brings us to the most important question. What do you actually do when the portal opens? The 3-hour window that changes everything. When Venus and the North Node reach their exact alignment on April 3rd, there will be a 3-hour window where the energy is at its absolute peak. This is when the karmic portal is fully open, when the veil between what is and what could be is at its thinnest. During these 3 hours, you have more manifestation power than you've had all year. The universe becomes hypersensitive to your signals, your intentions, your energy. What you focus on during this window doesn't just influence your future, it creates it. This is why it's crucial to be intentional about where you place your attention during this time. If you spend these hours scrolling through social media, caught in comparison, focused on what you lack, that's the energy you're sending through the portal. That's what you're calling into your reality. But if you use this time consciously, setting clear intentions, focusing on what you want to call in, rather than what you want to escape from, connecting with your highest vision for your life, you can actually bend your timeline toward your deepest desires. Some people will meditate during this window, others will journal, creating a detailed vision of what they're calling in. Some will perform rituals, lighting candles, speaking affirmations, creating altar spaces dedicated to their intentions. The method isn't what matters. What matters is the clarity, the focus, the alignment of your mind, heart, and actions with what you truly want. Because once this portal closes, the energy you've sent through it continues to ripple outward, shaping what happens next. The people who appear now aren't random. Remember when I said, if you've been experiencing strange connections to people from your past, there's a specific reason. This is it. During a Venus North Node conjunction, especially in soulful Pisces, karmic relationships come into sharp focus. People you have unfinished business with from past lives often reappear. Sometimes literally, an ex reaches out, an old friend suddenly comes to mind, and then calls you the next day. Sometimes, symbolically, you meet someone new who feels inexplicably familiar, who seems to understand parts of you that you've never shared with anyone. These encounters aren't coincidences. They're karmic appointments, meetings that were scheduled long before you were born, timed to coincide with this portal opening. Some of these people are returning to help you heal something that needs resolution before you can move forward. Others are appearing because you're meant to continue a journey together that spans multiple lifetimes. And a few, they're showing up as tests, opportunities to prove that you've really learned the lessons you were meant to learn. Pay close attention to who crosses your path in the days surrounding April 3rd. Notice the feelings they trigger in you. Notice the thoughts that arise when you interact with them. There are messages in these connections, messages your soul recognizes, even if your conscious mind doesn't fully understand them yet. The karmic patterns being revealed. This Venus North Node alignment isn't just bringing people back into your life, it's revealing patterns, cycles you've been stuck in, not just for months or years, but possibly for lifetimes. You might suddenly see with crystal clarity how you've been choosing the same type of partner over and over, just in different bodies, or how you've been repeating the same financial patterns, the same creative blocks, the same fears around being seen for who you truly are. This isn't happening to punish you, it's happening to free you, because you can't change a pattern you can't see. And once this alignment shines its light on these cycles, you'll have a choice. Continue repeating them, or finally break free. Some people will feel this as a sudden realization, an aha moment where everything clicks into place. Others will experience it more gradually, as a series of insights that build on each other. But however it comes, this knowledge is power. It's the key to stepping into a new timeline where these old patterns no longer define your experience. And as these karmic patterns are revealed, something else happens too. Your true purpose starts to come into sharper focus. Your soul's contract is being activated. We all came here with a soul contract, a mission, a purpose, a specific contribution we're meant to make. And on April 3rd, that contract gets activated in a new way. You might feel a sudden pull toward a path you've never considered before, or a long-forgotten dream might resurface with an intensity that can't be ignored, or maybe what you've been working toward all along suddenly expands, revealing dimensions and possibilities you couldn't see before. This is your North Node lighting up, showing you the direction your soul has always been meant to travel. And with Venus aligned with it, you're not just seeing the path, you're feeling it. Your heart and your destiny are coming into alignment. And when that happens, doors open that you didn't even know existed. Some people will receive clear guidance about their next steps, intuitive hits, synchronicities, opportunities that appear out of nowhere. Others will simply feel a deep knowing, a certainty about what matters most that cuts through all the noise and confusion. Listen to this guidance. Trust it, because what happens in the days and weeks after this portal opens, that's going to determine the trajectory of your next 18 months and beyond. If you're still watching, I'd like to thank you for your attention. If you enjoyed the content and want to see more, please consider clicking the subscribe button. Your support is very appreciated. Feel free to share your experiences or thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, take care and subscribe for more insightful content.